Moving on to this, the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, is holding the fundraising gala dinner at the Emperor's Palace in Johannesburg. And this, of course, is ahead of the party's official 10th birthday celebrations. Let's get more details now. SABC News political reporter Canny Maphanga is there and joins us live now. Canny, I see possibly empty chairs. What's going on behind you?
Well, good evening, Bongiwe, and to the viewers at home. Of course, I'm coming to you live from the Emperor's Palace, where the EFF will hold its glitzy fundraiser gala dinner here at the venue. Of course, we're only expected to start at 6:30 p.m. Let's set the scene so that you can see the kind of event that we will be dealing with here at Emperor's Palace. Now, right behind me, as I've moved out of frame, that is the platinum table, or we could refer to as table 1, which will go for 1.2 million. What we understand is that this is an oversubscribed event, meaning that it's completely sold out. That table that is pictured in front of you, Bongiwe, is the main table hosted by the president of the EFF, or the leader of the EFF, Julius Malema. Gives you 10 seats there, and it gives a number of different characteristics towards the guests that will be sitting at that table, as well as 10 tickets to the official celebration, which will be held at the FNB stadium. And there's also a VIP marquee there for those guests. If we continue to, surf the room here, you can see that the setup still continues ahead of the 6:30 start of the event. The band has set up. We expect a number of performances from high-profile individuals such as Dr. Dumi, DJ Zintle, to name a few. And we expect that there'll be more tables, such as 3 gold tables that go for 750,000 Rand each. 1 gold table will be hosted by the Deputy President of the EFF, Floyd Shivambu. Another gold table with 10 seats will be hosted by the Secretary General of the EFF, Marshall Dlamini. And there's another gold table, or several gold tables rather, for another 750,000, which will be hosted by the National Chair, the DSG, and the TG. Then, of course, as you continue into the room, there are quite a number of tables, at least over 20 tables in this venue. There's a silver table for 500,000. That's another 10 seats. Then, of course, the bronze that will go for 250,000. That is 10 seats. So all the guests that you'll be seeing sitting on the platinum 2 silver tables will all get access to that VIP marquee at the FNB stadium, where they'll be hosting that official 10-year anniversary, a big milestone for the political party, the 3rd biggest political party in the country. And as we reflect on this milestone, I'd like to bring in SABC political editor Mzwandile Mbeje to look at the party, its gains, its losses, and what exactly we will be celebrating as a fundraising. Of course, this is a major event, as you can see, Mr. Mbeje, with tables ranging from 1.2 million all the way down to 250,000, and we're told now that it's completely oversubscribed. Is this something we've seen before for the EFF as it fundraises, or is this a huge milestone reflective of the 10 years it has had in the political landscape of South Africa?
A very good evening to you, Kenny, and the viewers. Indeed, I think it talks about the ambition that this party is aspiring to. It wants to be the government after the next year's election. We know it's still a long road to get there, but the fact that it's now able to pull such big events tells you about the ambition that they already have. And you would recall that this table that you were speaking about, it was actually sold within hours, and it's 1.2 million. So, but what basically this all says, just forget about the fundraising, is that this party on Saturday, as much as it is the celebration, but we know it's actually the launch of the official campaign towards 2024. So why so early? Because they perhaps feel the ground is fertile, given the challenges that are happening in South Africa and what they have been saying, and in terms of messaging, they feel South Africans will be able to resonate with them. So that is why they are going all out. In fact, this is not the last event. Tomorrow morning they'll be having another event with the diplomatic community in Pretoria, having breakfast as well. So it's part of the build-up. And then, of course, on Saturday we expect that 95,000 stadium to be quite red.
Indeed, quite a lot at stake, and as you've correctly mentioned, we're coming at a time where there are a lot of challenges, and the 2024 elections will change the face of elections in the country as we see independence coming through. Can we expect the EFF to still resonate with all these new entries into that ballot paper in 2024? Are their ambitions quite correct in this regard?
Well, if you look at the target market, so to speak, I think they are fishing from the same pond where the governing party has always been enjoying support. That is where there's a lot of support and voter base. So I think the EFF is targeting those areas. When you look at other areas, like the parties that you are speaking about, perhaps many of them are a bit more elite. And that's not to say that market is not important, but if you want the generality of South Africans, you have to go to just every corner of South Africa. And I think the fact that they've been able to do that tells you of their ambition, as I've said.
Thank you so much. That was political editor for the SABC, just giving us a reflection on the EFF 10 years of its existence here in the political landscape of South Africa. And of course, this event will be starting at 6:30 p.m. we expect, and we'll be giving you that keynote address by the EFF leader Julius Malema when it takes place as the Scarlet Dinner ensues here at Emperor's Palace. Over to you in studio.
All right, Canny Maphanga there. We're keen to see who's seated at that 1.2 million rand table. Hopefully we'll be able to get some of those visuals there. That's our reporter, political reporter, Canny Maphanga.